Now here, the next part for our website development here, we want to, our customer wants us to give users who want to make reservations the option to specify their arrival and their departure dates as you would with any hotel site you've probably used before. So we're going to create a drop-down menu for the date, month, and year for both sites. So we will enforce our skills on creating a drop-down menu here in this section. If you've never seen a drop-down menu, browsers display this as a small text box with a triangle next to it. Users can click the triangle to view the entire list of options. Once the user clicks an option to select it, the list is once again hidden and the selected value is displayed in the visible text box. Now, we usually use drop-down menus where you want to present a large number of options that you've already got figured out that would occupy a lot of space as individual option buttons. So let's go ahead and get back into our HTML document that we're going to be using here. We're going to be using the HTMJ-4 text document. And we're going to select all the contents of that document. We're going to copy them into clipboard, close that file, then go into our contact.html file. So we'll go ahead and open up this document here. And you see we have some content listed, which ought to look pretty typical. The months of the year, the amount of days in a month, and some year selections here at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and select all this. And we're going to do a Control C, or you can right click, copy. And we're going to close our document and go into our main contact.html file. We're going to go ahead and scroll down to our legend element that is in our check-in field set, and then we're going to paste the contents that we just copied over that is currently being stored in our clipboard. Actually, instead, we are going to scroll up. Sorry about that. We're going to go here below the legend. Go ahead and paste. There we go. Now we have added our list of dates, months, and years that we're going to use to create our drop-down menus. Our next step is add an opening and closing select tags around the list of months, specifying the value in month for the ID and name attributes. Then we're going to repeat for the list of dates using the value in date, then repeat for the list of years using the value in year. Let's go ahead and do that now. So it's up to you as to how comfortable you are with adding your select tags around your list of months. I'm going to go ahead and keep it basic and just go ahead and add the beginning and ending. And then I'll go back in and add the contents of our select tags. So let's just go ahead and keep it basic for right now. There's my begin select. And I'll have my closing here. Then we'll go back up here to our opening select tag. And now we'll go ahead and specify the value in month for our ID and name attributes. Yours should look similar to that. Actually, it should look exactly like that. Now we're going to do the same thing for our end date and in year section. So let's go ahead and do that now. And there's our end date. Then we'll scroll down here and put our closed select tag there. Hit enter and we'll do our in year. And now we have our in year, and we will of course put our closed tag for our select. And it's completely up to you as how comfortable you are with putting your tags in, but generally I like to be pretty specific in putting my open and closed tags in around my sections before I put anything else in, just to make sure that I don't forget to put my closed tag in sometimes. Alright, now step 4, we're going to go back up into our list of months. And we're going to click right here before January. And we're going to start putting in our option elements here. So prior to the word January here, we're going to type in our open option tag, and then we will go to the end of January and we will close our option, and that will create our drop down element for, or our drop-down menu for this element. So let's go ahead and do that now. Our option value equals 0, 1. We'll go to the end of January here, and we will close our option element. And we'll move down to February, and we're going to do the same thing for each of our months. Only we're going to change our option value. We're going to increment that one number each time. So we'll put our open element here for option. I've incremented the number by 1. Then we'll go here at the end and we'll close that. Now do the same thing for the rest of your months. And when you're done, yours should look just like mine here. Once you've completed that, let's go ahead and do the same thing and create those option elements for both our end dates section for our days of the month, as well as the in-year section for our 3 years that are listed. So go ahead and do that now, and then once you're done, you can compare that with figure J13 in your eText to make sure that your code looks good. And I'll do the same thing for the rest of the dates here. As you can see, I have all the days of the month done. So now we'll go ahead and apply the same concept here to our in-year section. There we go. Now I've got that complete. Like I said, if you can compare your code with mine, or you can compare it with figure J13 just to make sure that you have good code and that everything looks correct. Now that we've completed all this, we are going to copy our 3 select elements here so that they'll be saved in the clipboard, and we're going to insert a blank line below the legend element in our checkout field set, and we're going to paste those contents there. That way we have the same information in our check-in and checkout dates for the customer to use as a drop-down menu. So we'll go ahead and select all this code here. Copy it, and then we're going to scroll down to our checkout, go below our legend here, and paste. And everything looks good there. We've made sure all of our close tags are there. We're within our legend. Everything looks good. So now we've offered the same date options to the website users for selecting the checkout date as we did the check-in date. So let's go ahead and save our work now, and we'll go into our contact.html file that's open in our browser, and we'll refresh it and hopefully see that our drop-down menus are now present for our check-in and checkout dates. So as expected, we should see this information pop up right here. Let's go ahead and refresh. And as expected, our check-in and checkout date drop menus are present. We know the checkout would work because we copied and pasted the code. So hopefully yours looks just like this. Figure J-14 in your eText shows this exact same screen that our drop-down menus for our check-in and checkout dates are present. That's it. I mean, you can play around if you like to select a date, but you can see that our menus do change. So hopefully yours do well. Good job on creating a drop-down menu, and that'll complete this section as part of Unit J. And we'll move on to the last portion of our Unit J, which will be enabling our form submission once changes have been made to the form. It's great work, everyone, and like I said, that will conclude this portion for creating a drop-down menu.